Hello everyone, this is Helen Spencer-Oatey from the Global People team at the University of Warwick. Welcome to our webinar, Global Fitness for Work. This is the second one on this topic, and today we'll be looking at nurturing responsibilities. So, we'll be looking at what steps are involved in nurturing global fitness. What are the complementary responsibilities of organizations and employees? And what about next steps if you want to enhance global fitness? So, in our first webinar on this series, we focused on what is global fitness and why it's important. And you can see that we've depicted it here as an outcome goal. However, it's important to remember that global fitness is not something that you just immediately get there and then you've got the perfect global fitness for all the situations you need. No, different contexts will require new skills and different knowledge and so on, maybe different personal qualities. And so it's always an ongoing process of development. And that's why it's really important to understand and to assess, if you're interested in assessment, those different components, the actual process of it. So that means today we're going to be looking at particularly the global fitness environment and the global fitness engagement routines and looking at what that means for actually helping you or your employees become interculturally competent to become globally fit. Now, we could see this as a kind of trajectory from an organizational management point of view. So, starting off, there may be pre-global fitness insofar as the workforce is not particularly diverse, the business is quite local, and so there's a low awareness and low importance attached to global fitness. Often, though, this changes. So the workforce, the employees could become much more multicultural, people from diverse ethnic backgrounds, religious backgrounds, different nationalities, and so on, so that internally there's an increase in diversity. There may also be an increase in external diversity. So, for example, expansion of the company, so they have offices overseas, or perhaps working with clients overseas. So there'll be a great increase in multicultural working, but at this stage, probably limited strategic planning and support, little reflective awareness around what that might mean for the employees. The next stage then is global fitness engagement, where then that amount of multicultural working continues, perhaps grows even more, and now there's high levels of strategic planning and support provided by the organizations, and staff are also greatly engaged. That then in turn leads to global fitness competency, where the employees are displaying high levels of intercultural competence, or as we name it, global fitness. Now, in order to reach that, we need to understand that the process involves transformational learning. And as you can see from this little diagram, there are three key elements to that. Unexpected or stimulating experiences, which people reflect on, think over, gain new insights, and then adjust their reactions, adjust their thinking and their behavior. Now, let's start by thinking of these unexpected and stimulating experiences. These are the triggers for learning and so are really important. And here, both the senior management, the organization, and the individual employees have complementary responsibilities. It's the responsibility of the organization or the senior management to provide employees with stretch opportunities. Those are opportunities that will make people move out of their comfort zone. And it could be things like working on an international project, taking up new responsibilities that involve people from different sections of the organization, and so on. Also important in this is foreign language learning opportunities, because especially if you work internationally, foreign languages will always come into the mix. So if you're a senior manager, I would ask you to think, what stretch opportunities are you providing for your staff? Or what language learning opportunities are you providing them with? Complementary to this, though, is the employee response. I've shown that in green here. Employees need to have a spirit of adventure, willing to engage with those stretch opportunities, to move out of their comfort zone and really make the most of them. So if you're an employee, I would ask you, to what extent do you just want to keep life going on, to be comfortable and safe? Or how far do you want to step out and try something new? Now, in relation to this, it's also very important to bear in mind that if employees are to make the most of those stretch opportunities, they need to feel they are working in a psychologically safe environment. In other words, when you do something new, there's a high likelihood that there will be mistakes, things won't necessarily go brilliantly, and they need to feel they're not going to be unduly criticized or blamed for this. So they need to be feeling they're in a safe environment. They also need to feel that those opportunities, those stretch opportunities, are equally available to all, that it's not certain people who either be for ethnicity reasons or perhaps because they get on well with the boss, that they are given more opportunities. If the employees are to work effectively, they need to feel there are equal opportunities. So again, I would ask those of you who are senior managers, is that the kind of environment you are offering for your staff? If you are, this will enhance the well-being of the employees, and they will feel more able to move out of their comfort zone and really engage with those stretch opportunities. Now let's move on to the two other elements of the cycle. Reflection, leading to new insights, adjusted reactions, thinking and behavior. Those are things that the employees need to be engaged with. But actually, they need support. They need training support, guided support from mentors or from training sessions. So again, I would ask senior management, are you providing your employees with the kind of guided support and intercultural training that they need? So if we put it all together, we come back to that diagram we showed earlier. To be globally fit, yes, we're concerned about often how interculturally competent our individual employees are. But if you only focus on that, in other words, a kind of almost a sort of deficit approach, where are their problems? Why are they not performing well? You won't get the most out of your staff. And actually, you won't help everyone grow to the best extent. So you need also to think of the environment and the engagement routines and those complementary responsibilities of organizations, of individual employees, in order to achieve those outcome goals. So if you are interested in assessment, we often get people saying, we want to know how interculturally competent our staff are, then our Global Professionals Profiler can help with this. It not only looks at those outcome goals, but also how individual employees are perceiving those opportunities provided by their organization. They can give you insights as to whether there are sufficient opportunities or not. Also, you'll get insights into how those individual employees are actually engaging with the opportunities that the organization has provided. But we'll also give information on how confident those individual employees feel about their global fitness competency, those outcome goals. If you'd like to provide guided support and training, we have the Global People at Work e-course, and that provides training and support in 3 modules: Seeing Culture at Work, Diverse Teams at Work, and Global Leaders at Work. So, would you like to find out more? We hope you will. Do take a look at our website, the Global People website. You've got the address there. Do email us if you'd like more information. And do have a look at our other webinars, including the first one in this series, What Global Fitness Is and Why It's Important. So, thank you very much for listening. And if you have any questions, do feel free to put them into the chat window now. Or if you'd rather email us, we've got our email addresses there. And you can see the photos of the core Global People team at the University of Warwick. Thank you very much for listening.